There was a lot to do in the Pocono Mountains this weekend, with both the Two Rivers Race Marathon and St. Patrick's Day on the same weekend. The fleet of foot were hoping for a bit of Irish luck to beat the clock and qualify for the Boston Marathon, accomplish a goal they've set, or simply make their personal best. As we made our way down to the Lackawaxen field, where the race was in full swing, we started running into a few familiar faces.
This event is just so local, so great. It's I don't know, I can't even explain it. It's hard. It's Jersey's flat, so you come up here and you do these mountains and we make it a girls' weekend.
And you just did what?
Half marathon.
Whoa! How hard was that?
It was easy because I trained since November, so.
Awesome. So talk to me about your training. What do you do?
I did like 3 to 4 runs a week with a long run on Saturday.
What is it about this that like makes this your thing?
It's like a meditation. It's a way to get out and escape. Like once that runner's high thing is definitely real, and you start thinking about a whole bunch of stuff that you wouldn't do just sitting on your couch.
So my husband was running the full marathon, so he's still out there right now. But I'm running Boston in a couple weeks, so I did the half today as kind of a practice run.
What'd you run today?
The half
Half
marathon.
marathon, yeah.
Half. Well, that's kind of hard.
Yeah, it was pretty difficult.
So that being said, I feel pretty good about it.
Cool. And how's your recovery? Like, what do you do once you're done to recover?
Well, it's St. Patrick's Day, so we're definitely gonna grab a beer. enjoy the festivities in Northeast PA. And,
All right.
The stories of why they run and the accomplishment of beating a personal best inspires us. But what stood out this year were the people who decided to run in the race who didn't have the latest running gear. Jacob, from the New York side of the river, put on his favorite boots and finished first in his age group, running a 10K.
I heard from a little birdie that someone actually pushed their kid in their stroller for this race. So tell me this story. What's up?
All right, so 3 years ago I did this race. I did the half marathon and I paced 7:07, so 1:33. So my goal was next year I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna break an hour and 30 minutes. That day, a year later, I was in labor with this little guy. But this year I did it and my babysitter fell through, so here he is with me, and we just did it in about an hour 43.
We know that athletes from all over the world travel to the Upper Delaware for the love of the race. But what impressed us most about this year is how many local people decided to run the 5K, 10K, half marathon, marathon, and even the double marathon race.
And you are happy to have done what today?
My very first half marathon. This
That's
is my
awesome.
very first race ever. And then I said, let me try the half.
Just try.
Let me try.
And what'd you do?
Time-wise?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I know I just made it.
I survived.
If I fall over, I'll be okay.
You crawled over. No, you didn't.
I
You
didn't
did an
have
awesome
it.
job.
Thank you.
I started running during COVID because there was nothing else to do. And then Mrs. Smith challenged me to do a half marathon with her, even though I was working on my dissertation. So I just finished my dissertation this week and did my half.
She's busy. Busy. That's amazing. Awesome.
I always sign up for a race because then you know you have to run,
Yeah.
and I follow the plan,
Okay.
and I do the best I can.
That's awesome. Now, how does it compare to running up here in the woods?
Honestly, this is a lot more peaceful, but yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah.
pretty similar other than that.
We love the run. How'd you like the run?
It was amazing. It was great. Fast course.
Fast course, but it's got some hills on it, right?
The first 6 were
A little rough.
It gets that exhilaration going, it gets that adrenaline blast.
How's it feel?
Feels great. Feels
Good.
Feels
You running
awesome.
hard?
I ran as hard as I could. Second place, plaqued.
All
That's all
right.
that mattered,
You got a medal. You got to put that medal
got a
on.
cookie too.
I got a cookie. He got a cookie.
So we got to finish that later.
That's awesome. So now what are you going to do now?
Go home, maybe take a nap.
We witnessed the sheer amount of energy it takes to complete a marathon and learned from many runners that a combination of body, mind, and the right gear helps their performance. The most important skill to learn as a marathoner is to listen to your body. And in the days before the race, making sure you store enough fuel and water to go the distance.
Happy, healthy, hungry. That's my motto. Gotta be happy, gotta enjoy it, gotta stay healthy and uninjured. That's balance.
Right.
And you gotta stay hungry, motivated.
Oh, I love it.
Do that and everything's great.
Happy, healthy, hungry.
That's it.
We gotta make a shirt for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's cool. And yourself, what's your motto? What do you do?
For me, it's really just the hungry, and then whenever I have time in college.
How do you like the area? This
Love
area?
the area, yeah.
Oh, it's a great place.
Quaint.
Yeah.
Yeah, much different from the city.
Much different.
Yeah, much quieter.
But fun.
Yeah.
Strong support structures also help performance. Entire families were out to run or support their favorite athletes. Participating in events like this race weekend also creates strong bonds that last a lifetime. This year, the Dunkin' Donuts truck was back, providing complimentary coffee and donuts. I guess Lackawaxen still runs on Dunkin'. Athletes received medals for finishing their race, plaques, t-shirts, jackets, and even the coveted double t-shirt for running marathons on both Saturday and Sunday. This race festival would not be possible without the experienced race directors Mark Hughes and J.C. Santa Teresa. The support of the Lackawaxen Volunteer Fire Department to control traffic and provide safety was greatly appreciated. And the Lackawaxen Ambulance Service was providing first aid and emergency medical services. The event is also sponsored by many community volunteers and local sponsors. Lackawaxen Township spruced up the town just in time for the event with 2 new signs.
It's a pretty fun race to come out. Check it out next year. Two Rivers Marathon, Lackawaxen.